deal because I had a quote. I don't know if I have the quote here. It's something like, you think all sorts of stuff, and then if you read something that's really well written, it kind of helps you crystallize your own thinking. I mean, that's the purpose of literature. You can have an opinion, and then you read a book, and all of a sudden the book changes your life because it says what you want to say, but better than you can say it. And so that's why we have children do literature too, so they can learn how to express themselves. That's why it's so important. Kids need to have good literature, need to read, and be encouraged to read. So we have this assignment really to help you develop a lesson or two. So I have a bunch of links for sites that I think would be good for this activity, this activity I'm going to ask you to do, and I'll show you some of the sites, which I don't have published, but where is it? Is it here? Nope, it's here. Okay, so I call them visual resources, which you can't see yet, so you can't go to them. Tough. Okay, so I'm just going to show these quickly, then you'll be able to do them. But screen capture is one of the all-time great things. You all know that. I've shown you. And so if you go to this site, what they do is they show you how to screen capture with Windows or Mac or iPhone or whatever you have. So if you're not sure how to do a screen capture with any particular site, any particular operating system, go here, see what they say. If it's not good, then find something else. See, the whole purpose of doing a screen capture like this, say for example I would have Windows, captures the screen, then I open up Microsoft Word. I probably showed you this before, but this is something to consider depending on the grades you're teaching. If you know you're teaching something, what are you teaching this week?
I'm doing just the literature. I'm doing. We're going on a leaf hunt, and then we're going to go outside and pick leaves, and then sort them, and then graph them on the smartboard.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. Well, you can actually find different leaves, pictures of leaves, take them, and then just drag them into Microsoft Word, like this. Goes in. You've seen this before, right? I don't know if I've shown you this. So then you go down here, and at the top you can start typing in step 1. Look at the leaf or something like that, and I can just drag the leaf a little bit lower. Now what's nice about Microsoft Office, any of these, is if you click on the picture, you can change certain things to it. You could make it transparent or whatever. You can also click on it, and let's say if you go to if you want to draw arrows, let me see what version this is. There is a formatting palette. And so, for example, if I wanted to point something out to the students, what I always do is I will click on this, and then I'll go to the graphics here, and I'll find some arrows, like an arrow. And let's see, I'll type an arrow in here to this box. Then the text is behind the box. So if I right-click on the arrow, and then I'll just do the arranging, and I'll make this in front of text. So then it's in front of text. And then I will click on the arrow again and go into the editing mode, and I change this to a nice red. And I probably make the line thinner, like about 1 point. So in this way, what I would do is if I was going to record something, I would probably say do your presentation, I would record it, and then I go back and I'd say, well, let me take a few different points, and you capture the screen the way I've shown you how to capture screens. You put them in Word, and then you have a support for those kids. See, so then they can take it home. You know what you can do is have some stuff that you're going to be doing, and maybe leave out a couple of things and have the children go home and kind of circle which leaf they saw or something. So this is an easy way to make more materials from what you're doing with your classroom presentations. Does that make sense? It's really worthwhile doing because you all have Word, and it's such an easy way to use any of the presentations that you have or Smartboard, anything on the web. If you want to do something for parents, you can also do that as well. Send them home some stuff. Just go back into it, use a little bit of Microsoft Word, lay it out as a teacher would lay it out, and they'll think you walk on water. Seriously, they will say, wow, that's a great teacher. Plus the teachers that observe you will also pick up some tips. So screen capturing, I think, is like one of the greatest skills. It's a low status. I mean, a lot of people don't do it. It's up to them. But so that's that site. And there's a million. You're going to love these. A screencast you've already done. This is one of the all-time greats. You can run all sorts of things off the screencast, make screencasts, copy them, upload them to YouTube, make written tutorials from them. Voki, you've all done the Voki. It's easy to do. Kids love it. It's as good as it gets. Dinky Page. Dinky Page, you can put up a quick website. So that means that if you want to put something up, you don't have to go to Yola or something else. For example, if I want to create a new web page, I would go title, directions, and then I will just get rid of that stuff there, and I will insert a graphic. Let's see, link. No, I can't upload it. Image properties. I'd have to have something already up. So the way I would do it, I don't know if I showed you this, the site Imgur, I-M-G-U-R. Okay, I'll put this up here too. This is keep this in your back pocket all the time. imgur.com is Imgur. And then with Imgur, it allows you to put anything up and it gives you code. So I go to my computer and I'll upload this from the desktop. Where's the disk? The screen capture I just did. Upload. And now it's online. See, and if I want a link, here's the direct link, and I can copy that. Or this is the embed code here, the HTML image. That's the embed code. And I can copy the embed code. And then go back to Dinky Page, and let's see if I can embed. Let's see. Link advanced, maybe. I don't know if it's going to let me embed, so I can just link it here by just going back and getting a link from Imgur. Down here. Where's Imgur? I'll get the link, copy that. Go back to Dinky Page and stick it in. Click OK. Oh, I got to put the URL. Oh, link. That should be okay now. And so when you look at this online, you can't see it yet until I actually go in and publish it. So then it says to view your page. And it should be up here. Let me see. Oh, it won't let me, the Firefox preferences here. You got to change the preferences so that you can actually see this stuff. Allow pop-ups. Should be okay now. No, something is blocking it from here, but you should be able to do this on your own page. So you know we have some things that are blocked. VoiceThread. Have you guys used VoiceThread before? No. Nah, tell me the truth. You've never used VoiceThread? Okay, so here's I got to change that. This is one you're going to want to use a lot. Okay, so you can sign in or register, and I'm going to go ahead and sign in because I belong to this. Now this is, what this does, you'll see it allows you to actually put stuff up there, put pictures and audio, and then people can look at it and put their own pictures and audio on it. They can comment on your picture. So for example, let's see. Okay, and then password I forgot. And sign in. And VoiceThread is probably as good as it gets, and because it's, no one's ever used this before? Okay. So basically, I am, you go to VoiceThread, and when you first get there, I will go to Create. Well, actually, if you browse, you'll see some of the other VoiceThreads that people have made. So here's, usually you have kids in first grade or second grade making this. Here's one from Jack's Monster Cards. I have no idea what this is. So I click on Jack's Monster Cards. It wants me to put a picture of my identity. I'm not going to do it.
This monster is really cool.
So all the people come to this and they can comment
This
on it.
monster's name is Robot Man. One of his attacks is Snap. That attack does 80 damage. Sidekick does 90 damage.
And then look to see what she says. That could be the mother. Now she can type it in. So you can either type in audio, you can even phone in your comments. So if I wanted to comment on this.
This is a very interesting monster.
Okay, so I'm going to comment. I click on this. I can record or type or record through my webcam, or I can even phone it in, actually. So I'm going to just to see if I can, I probably won't be able to record, so I'll just type, and I'll save it. So now that's on his page. When he goes to look at it, he's going to see my comment. So what's nice is you get kids to do this. They, you have them draw pictures. They put the pictures up. You can put one at a time, and then you have some of the kids comment. Then you let the parents look at it. See, and the parents can comment. So the child goes back and looks at it and sees the parents' comments and everybody's comments. So you see, for storytelling, how great that is. So what you do is, yeah, go ahead.
Can you make a site where you have like every student's picture on the same page, or do you have to have like a single? Like
well, no, you can have every student's picture. Each student can have their own account. I think you only get like three free now. It used to be unlimited, but then they realized how good it was, so they started charging a bit. And the thing is also that you can embed this on your website. And as you do your literature project, I want that on your website. So if you do a VoiceThread, you can, when you're finished, you can embed this. Now, I can't embed his, but if I go back to my account, well, actually, there's an embed code here. So I can actually take his and embed that on my own page. See? Which I'm not going to do. But the idea is, if you are in the class, you can ask kids to draw pictures. Then the next day, come in, take the pictures, and you've already put them up there. And say, okay, let's see what we think about them. Put them up, and then you can either put it up on your website or email it to parents, or give the kid the, write out the URL and say, hey, try this. Have your parent look at it. And they'll look at it and they'll see the work they've done. But what's nice about it is it will encourage them to be expressive. So this will go along with your particular whatever literature, whatever you're doing. Always think about getting student input as much as possible. And if they draw nice pictures, ask them to do one for you. Don't take their picture, but always say, would you do me make a copy for me? So this is VoiceThread. You can explore that. I mean, you guys are going to be busy exploring stuff. Poets.org, if anybody's doing poetry, they have, you can actually take some of the pictures and some of the good poems here and use them in the classroom. They're good, especially if you do any kind of literature. Glogster, you all know Glogster, right? You not heard of Glogster? Glogster, you can actually make all sorts of stuff. Basically, let's look at some blogs here. Looks like a kid's blog. Let's see. It's not going to show it. It's like putting together one of these walls. You can put all sorts of stuff together. I'm not going to create an account, but you guys can check that out. Deep Space Sparkle is a teacher site that he put together that's got art basics, and it's got ways to use technology in books. And they've got different art lessons and stuff. You might want to look at that for ideas. A lot of these are good idea pages. I have the National Galler, actually it's Gallery, I'll have to change that, National Galler of Art for Kids. And they have ways to put things together for stories and so on. George Washington and the White House. You're going to love this one, Storybird. You can actually write stories. The short art-inspired stories you make to share, read, and print. So you can actually make them and check it out. See if that fits what you want to do. Little Right Brain. Same thing. You actually write characters and so on and so forth and make it talk. So, go ahead.
Welcome to Blabberhead.com, the only internet site that you can upload a picture, select the mouse on that picture, and then record some sound. And this is what we get crazy. We make that picture talk to the sound, a talking picture.
Shut up. Okay, so you can check that out, and you can use your imagination on how these things would be useful for you, and you can check it out again. Children's Storybook Online. These are illustrated stories for kids. You can get some ideas from these. You may find something that you're using in class that would be on here, and there would be additional resources. Bitstrips, which is comics. And this costs, but I have a free 30-day trial. You can actually make incredible comics. I've had students work with this. So if you're in a comic drawing at all, that's one way to do it. And Read, Write, and Think, you make online trading cards so that kids can actually make cards and trade them with each other. You can have them do assignments and do a character and trade it with other kids. Do Charlotte's Web, teach Charlotte's Web, and somebody can be the spider and the pig and so on and so forth. And just one way of using it. Student publishing. Now this, that's the wrong one. I should say student publishing. I have to put it up. Student publishing is where you can write stuff and they'll actually publish the kids' books, but you have to send home stuff to parents so that if parents want to buy the books, they can do that, but they'll also publish them for free. So I'll put those up. So basically, for the rest of the time here, for about the next hour or so, I'd like you to start working on that literature assignment, and at the same time, you can explore any of these to see if they would fit into what you're doing. Question? Go ahead. 2 questions, and I'll stop, and then you guys can work. Two good ones. None of this crappy stuff. Yeah.
I don't know if this is good, but for my smart board, I added that as part of the technology for my children's literature lessons.
Excellent.
I just is there a way on PowerPoint you can hit view slideshow and you can test it out? Is there a way to do that?
Well, because it's not exactly a PowerPoint presentation that way, so not really. But there is there's a thing online you can actually upload it and watch it that way. And it's called I think it's the Express. I think that's what it's called. And I believe Smart Notebook Express. And then, okay, so you upload it here. So you go to File, and you would upload it, then you'd be able to look at it on the screen. I go to Open an existing notebook file. So I would open up your file. I don't have any. But then you can see it online, and you can go screen to screen to screen. So just to try that, and that's called the Smart Notebook Express. I'll put the link up,
Okay.
and if I don't, remind me. Okay, I am getting old. One more question or comment? That was a good one. See, yeah.
How many of these resources do you want us to use?
As many as you think would fit for this activity, but don't worry only about this activity. Just think about what you're doing in the classrooms now. This is what I really care about is you going out there and knocking a home run, really doing well. So that if you see something that looks good and you can't use it right away, don't abandon it. Just stick it in your back pocket and look for a good time to use it. Okay? No bonus questions at all? All right. Get to work, and if you need any help, let me know. And we'll stop at 3, so you guys can get out of here a little bit early, okay? You have another question?
Yeah, Smart Exchange, have you heard of it?
Yes,
Are you allowed to use that?
absolutely.